Can you have a toxic relationship with yourself? Absolutely. I want to help you actually go from not having a toxic relationship with yourself to having a transformative one. Welcome to the Black Man Black Health Podcast. I'm Drew Carlson. I'm going to read this quote that I got. It says, a toxic relationship with yourself keeps you stuck in patterns of self-doubt, self-neglect, and self-destruction, blocking your potential for growth and fulfillment. Recognizing these signs is the first step towards change. Stuck in patterns of self-doubt, self-neglect, and self-destruction. Having a toxic relationship with yourself, I believe, comes from trauma. I think it also comes from a place of feeling that you have to be perfect to start having a better relationship with yourself. That's a feat that will take years and never happen if you think you have to be perfect to do it. So in sessions, I like to teach from you first have a basic relationship with yourself, and then I would say a healthy relationship with yourself, and then a transformative one. Now, they all build upon each other. You don't go from toxic relationship with yourself to transformative, because there are things in between that you got to think about. First, most people are not self-aware of what's going on with them. They don't understand what's going on with their motives, their feelings, how they see the world, how they view others, how others view them. There's no self-awareness. Also, with self-awareness, we want to be careful, because it's easy to point out what's not happening or what we need to fix and not realize there are some great things about you. There are some good things that you are doing and you have going for you. And it's really, really rare that someone looks at it with both. So I like to say, you may have some things you want to adjust and fix, but you do have some things that are great going on with you. If you can keep it balanced of some sort, you're good. So first, most people think they have to have a perfect relationship with themselves. Not true. So to go to the first one to say basic is, let's start journaling and writing down what are some things that I'm noticing about myself. If you want to take this a little further, I would say even journal with somebody, a close friend, and tell them, hey, can we have a moment where we're just honest? I want to grow and I want to know some things that are stopping me. And if you know you can't take a lot of it, just tell me one thing that I am doing, or you notice that I do that can be hindering our relationship or a relationship with myself. You'd be amazed at the answer. One of my friends told me this before. It broke my heart, but it helped me. They said, you're amazing at helping people. You help everybody, but you don't let us help you. Let us help you. And I was like, I thought I was. And I had to stop and realize they're not saying this for you to become defensive. And they're not saying you're a bad person. Listen with your heart a little bit more than your head at first, because your head will tell you, everyone's against me. People don't want me to have a healthy relationship with myself and them. That's not true. That's not true. So I would say start journaling, writing down what are some things that I want to adjust. And a good way to think about this, I got this from Dan Coe. He said, if you can't come up with a vision for something, think about an anti-vision. What do I not want in my life or to be happening in my life? What do I not want to be in the next 5 years? Do I not want to be alone? Do I want to be with somebody? Do I want to be angry all the time? Do I want to let my triggers control me? Think about those things. Write them down. What do I really want? And you'll start to realize, if I want that, I probably got to become a different type of person. And that starts off with having a relationship that's healthy with yourself. So first thing I would say, journal what's going on so you can build some self-awareness. That portion by itself can do wonders, because when you become aware of what's going on, you then have the permission or the opportunity to change and allow change to be slow. This is the next one. Allow change to be slow and consistent. You're not going to go from having a toxic relationship with yourself to the next day it being transformative, because a lot of times you don't know how to show yourself kindness. You don't know how to pour into yourself. You don't know how to be good to yourself yet. Let it be slow, but let it be consistent. Every day, you can't see the one I have right now, but every day now I light a candle. when I come to my desk. Now, this is going to sound crazy. When I first used to come to my desk, I would not light the candle if I wasn't going to be at my desk for a long time, because I felt you're wasting the candle. You can get another candle. Or I would feel that, hey, you shouldn't do that because it's not worth the time. So I had to allow myself to realize it's worth actually lighting the candle if you're there for 2 minutes, because it's something that makes you happy. If I'm consistent at going to the desk every day to do some work, I can be consistent every day at building a better relationship with myself. And that started off with me with doing things that make me feel better. That's your next part. Write down things that make you feel better, that make you happy. See if you can come up with 25 of them. If you want to share it with me, shout me out. Coach Drew Cost on social media. What are the things that make you feel better? If you can come up with those, then you can start to realize, if I can do these things that make me feel better that are not illegal, I probably can start working on having a better relationship with myself. Because the first part is self-awareness. What's going on? What do I need to adjust? What do I do like about myself? Second is, let growth be consistent, right? Let it be consistent. Write down the things that you can do. So what I would do and I do now is, I don't try to do all those things on my list every day, or else that would literally take up my entire week and day. So I pick about 2. Candles is one I do every day. And then what I do is, I have this bag of marbles, and you can do this with rocks and stuff like that. And I put this marble into a cup every time I light my candles and pour into myself. Now, there's no magic in lighting candles, so please don't go there. I just like the smell and I like seeing the light. I make it consistent. But the next thing of having a toxic relationship with yourself, which is, I would say, is think about going to therapy. Think about talking about a therapist, and you'll probably start realizing something had happened in your life. Maybe when you were a kid or after, that has made you look at life differently, look at people differently. Something happened that made you stop growing. With this, having a toxic relationship with yourself, you don't realize how it usually seeps. I'm not even going to say usually. It seeps out to almost every other relationship you do have. And that's something we don't want. We don't want that, because we're trying to grow. We're trying to be better for ourselves, the world, and more. If you have a toxic relationship with yourself, it's actually probably harming some other people. They're just not telling you. I know that because, man, I was so stubborn. Man, I would shut down when I get mad. I would shut down if I didn't know something. And I'm grateful for people who sticking by me through that, because it was ugly. It was ugly. So I want to encourage you, if you think you have a toxic relationship with yourself, you can form a healthy one. You can go from a basic relationship with yourself, a healthy one, and a transformative one. I want to offer this to you. If you click the link below, I do one-on-ones. Soon we will have groups where we do 30 days, a boot camp on a personal relationship with yourself. And in this boot camp, we literally talk once a week, and we do some assignments throughout the week that help us realize something is happening within me and I want to get help. Not something is wrong with me, something is happening with me or in me. And the cool part about the boot camp is, by the time you see the video, it should be launched, is we make it fun. We make it fun so that you realize there are great things about you, even on the journey of adjusting things. There's still great things about you. I love you. Click the link below. I'm out of here, guys. Be great.